Watch this.
Okay. Hi, we are Katie, Chloe, and Becca, and today we are going to discuss certain biochemical discrepancies in the movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
This movie is a fantastical imagination of a tour of a candy-making factory.
In the production, there are several examples of inaccurate portrayals of science, but today we are going to examine some faulty portrayals of biochemistry in the scene with a contest winner, Violet Bergard.
In the movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka makes a gum that resembles a three-course dinner consisting of tomato soup, roast beef, a baked potato with crispy skin and butter, and blueberry pie with ice cream. Although Willy Wonka warned the avid gum chewer, Violet, to not chew the gum, she chewed it anyway. As the flavors changed from tomato soup to roast beef to a baked potato with crispy skin and butter, Violet's mom cheered her on, and Willy Wonka urged her to spit the gum out immediately. Violet didn't listen.
What happened next would fuel the nightmares of many overindulgent children watching. Once Violet tasted the blueberry pie, she started to turn a bright purple color. The coloring started on the tip of her nose, and in less than 1 minute, her body was completely purple. At the same time, she began to swell to the point their head was barely visible. In place of Violet stood a bulbous blueberry human hybrid. Violet, quite literally, became what she ate.
Biochemically, what happened to Violet is impossible. The closest medical equivalent to Violet's uncanny purple skin is a condition called cyanosis. Cyanosis is caused by a lack of oxygen reaching the extremities and the mucous membranes. Looking at the blue color of veins and the blue coloring from cyanosis, one might assume that deoxygenated blood is blue or purple in color. However, deoxygenated blood is not actually blue, but it's a dark blackish red color. This occurs because deoxyhemoglobin is darker in color than oxygenated hemoglobin. The binding of the oxygen group to the heme prosthetic group of myoglobin causes a color change in the traditional bright red color we associate with our blood. For example, when we have a cut, the blood that surfaces from the wound is always a bright red, no matter if it comes from a vein or an artery.
Cyanosis is often present as a symptom of a larger issue, such as a severe asthma attack, congenital heart disease, or heart failure. If cyanosis is due to the blockage of an extremity, it will often be accompanied by swelling. Fortunately, patients with cyanosis do not take on Violet's monstrous blueberry-like form. Cyanosis can only be detected along the nose, cheeks, phalanges, or an extremity that is otherwise blocked off from normal blood flow.
We can easily find comparisons between cyanosis and a recently deceased body. As soon as the heart stops, the blood is quickly deoxygenated. Within the first 30 minutes of death, all of the blood pools towards the bottom of the body. This forms large purple and black splotches visible across the skin in a process called lividity. Lividity results in a more drastic pigment change due to it resulting in a much higher concentration of deoxygenated blood per surface area of skin.
Because you're dead.
But what about Violet's infamous blueberry shape? Edema, which is the swelling of specific body cavity or an extremity, is mild compared to Violet's plight. Again, we must look at the postmortem body for an accurate comparison. Right after death, excess carbon dioxide in the blood creates an extremely acidic environment, causing our cells to rupture. These ruptured cells release digestive enzymes that begin breaking down our internal organs and our body cavities. Gases from a byproduct of digestion are released, causing extreme bloating.
Yeah.
In conclusion, Violet should not have survived her day at Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Violet resembled a 3-day-old corpse just seconds after tasting the blueberry pie and continued to grow beyond the elasticity limits of the human body.
Though Violet's symptoms are not biochemically and physiologically possible, stretching the scientific truth is not always the worst part of a movie.
In fact, sometimes imagination mixed with science may bring about ideas that never would have been thought of without some movie magic.
Yay!